Hey, what's happening everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for being here, for joining me here. Whether it's your first time stopping by and you're like, who's this guy? Or it's your last time stopping by and you're like, I don't like this guy, I'm out of here. Or somewhere in between, appreciate you stopping by. Let's go ahead and listen to Pearl Jam. We're gonna listen to the first track off of their debut album 10, which was released, I gotta pull it up here, 19, I'm sure 90 something. Yeah, 91. Okay, so Pearl Jam. So as far as I know, I'm familiar with their hits. I've heard Jeremy. It's actually on my playlist. I really enjoy that song. And I've heard Even Flow. And I'm not recognizing the rest of their tracks that I see on the top charting singles of Alive, Black, Last Kiss. As far as I know, I'm not familiar with those, but there's always a chance I may have heard them in passing. So let's just go ahead and listen to the first track off the album. Yeah, that's the intro. We'll talk about it after. Here we go, guys. I like that bass line in the back. I like that delivery. I like that drum group too, and the spit that he sings with. Fast little splashes there. That's a cool break. You got a little bit of everything from this track. This is the opening to the album, and I think that you've got a good grasp, perhaps, on what and who Pearl Jam are. You got excellent vocals. A really great intro that actually reminded me of Tool a little bit. I love the bass, especially in that intro. Just a very moody, spacey kind of sound before that riff started to fade in and take over, of course, as we went into the main meat and course of the track. But I actually really like that intro. That was kind of cool. All right, so I know Eddie Vedder is in the band. I don't know if he's the vocalist or the guitarist. I just know the name. But I'm going to find out in just a second or two as soon as I find the personnel list on this album. All right, so Eddie Vedder is the singer. On the guitar, lead is Mike McCready, and then rhythm is going to be Stone Gossard. So Eddie has a fantastic voice. Now, taking what I know of the band, with, for example, a song like Jeremy, which is just an incredibly powerful song filled with a lot of emotion, and I would say especially in the vocal department, but just in the mood of it, of course, lyrically. And then the power where we hear here, you get a great range, and Eddie has a fantastic range. I like in this song, especially in the end, when you have that full open mouth, open throat kind of yell that you hear him singing out. And this is not the yell that's like, I'm singing this distance. This is the yell with passion that you're screaming out, going the distance. And you really feel that here. That is really fantastic. The drumming from Dave Crewson was also really fantastic. You have that break there, which his drumming I think stands out a lot. There's an intensity to it. Just really, really good. Everyone's fantastic. And listening to a song like this, even though I missed this era of rock when it comes to like, I'm sure this is still like in the grunge phase, right? I started listening to rock music like I guess right after this with more like Linkin Park and nu metal. So, you know, in my head at least I relate the two genres and the two eras because in my adolescence like they're together, even though I just missed this and I was listening more to I guess like Linkin Park, Korn, Mudvayne, Slipknot, like those kind of bands. Even though I kind of put them all closely related in my head. Let's look at the lyrics for this one, huh? I'll admit it, what's to say? I'll relive it without pain. Backstreet lover on the side of the road. I got a bomb in my temple that's gonna explode. I got a 16 gauge buried under my clothes. I play. Once upon a time I could control myself. Once upon a time I could lose myself. Yeah. Try and mimic what's insane. I am in it. Where do I stand? Indian summer and I hate the heat. I got a backseat lover in the passenger seat. I got my hand in my pocket, so determined, discreet, I pray. So I feel like this is in some way about loss of control, whatever that control, whatever the actual item of control may be, perhaps losing himself a little bit to whatever it is. I do think it's the line, I got a backstreet lover on the passenger seat. Like something that was hidden, at least what I'm kind of reading, is now right next to me. So whatever problems, personal demons that he was facing, and maybe he was able to kind of keep them at bay, are now right next to him. That's at least how I read it. And especially with the lines, once upon a time I could control myself, blah, blah, blah. Let's see. You think I got my eyes closed? I've been looking at you the whole time. Then he repeats the chorus there. Once upon a time I could love myself. There's a change now. Once upon a time I could love you. Once. So now that time is now gone. Once upon a time is a fairy tale. Now it's time to wake up to reality, I guess you could say. There is a Wikipedia page for this particular track as well. It says, on 10, it is preceded by a brief interlude of the album's closing hidden track, Master Slave. So that's what we heard in the beginning then. So you have kind of a cyclical nature on this one. It says that the song originated as an instrumental demo entitled Egyptian Crave that was written by Gossard in 1990. The instrumental was one of 5 songs compiled onto a tape called Blah Blah Blah. The tape made its way into the hands of Vedder, who was working at a gas station in San Diego. He listened to the tape shortly before going surfing, where the lyrics came to him. Vedder recorded vocals for 3 of the songs on the demo tape and mailed the tape back to Seattle. Upon hearing the tape, the band invited Vedder to come to Seattle, and he was asked to join the band. There you go. Sometimes it is just that easy. You got to put yourself out there, and you never know what can happen. Let me know what you guys thought of the track in the comments down below. You can follow me over on Twitter. You can support the channel on Patreon. Thank you so much for being here, for spending some time with me listening to the music. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you didn't enjoy it, I can't imagine you would still be here at this point, but you never know. So thanks for at least being here once. And I'll see you later. Bye, guys.